Put something to bed, maybe. Which one of you saw Prabhupada eat chocolate?
I did. More than once.
Calcutta, K.C. Das, chocolate
sandesh was the best sandesh.
I think we made chocolate. His sister would bring, whenever she came, she would bring a box of sweets from K.C. Das, and she would bring a few Mishti Dahis. And when you first taste them, then you realize you haven't had anything.
No.
You haven't had anything proper yet.
The best sweet in the world.
So they would sit in Prabhupada's room on the plate. So one day I went in there, and the ants were all over his sweets. So that was a great opportunity that I tried to seize. No, I didn't do any thumping. I went in. I said, Prabhupada, there's all these ants on your sweets. He said, it's okay, they don't eat very much. He saw right through my wanting to eat all of them. But yes, there was no,
Yeah,
like you say, there was
we were at a
kaju.
But then we started putting it in the dish of water.
That's what he said. He said you'd make a moat. He said you just turn the katuri upside down in a plate with water, and you put the sweets on top, and then no ants.
We were living in the home of Bhagavad Jariwala in Surat, and they would feed us like royalty. They were very, very kind. We stayed at their home. And more than once actually, they brought chocolate ice cream for our dessert. And I remember sitting next to a brahmachari, I don't remember which one, who said leaned over to Prabhupada and said, Prabhupada, it's chocolate. I thought we don't eat chocolate. And he said, eat it. And that was it.
We, one day, going from Australia to Fiji, I think I mentioned the other day, we arrived at Fiji at 1 o'clock in the morning, and we were observing Ekadasi, but they had prepared prasadam for all of us because it was a long flight. So, of course, we were immediately said, Prabhupada, it's Ekadasi, and they've made all this greens. He said, sit down, take prasadam. So that was... Prabhupada would always say, common sense. Prabhupada was do the needful, and just Krishna consciousness is common sense. So.
He was intensely practical.
Yes. When I spilt the mustard oil on the floor giving him massage one day, he made me take that mustard oil and he showed me how to do it himself. And it's a long story, but anyway, he said, go get a katuri. So I got a katuri, I ran back in. He said, now do like me. And he just stuck his hand, it was a shiny floor, the manor, stuck his hand and started scraping it into the katuri. So he did that for a few minutes and he looked at me, he said, now massage me with that oil. So it was the oil off of the floor. I was massaging him, I'm picking off pieces of dust and things, but he was making a point as well, even with that.
Not to waste.
Yeah, just 2 couple tablespoons of mustard oil.